All right, good evening, guys. Welcome to a new daily recap. And I missed a trade today. Um, on the back of that insecurity I had this morning, I didn't feel clear. I did get an area I was interested in though, but I was just not sure. I was insecure. I just didn't feel it. Like I said in the pre-market analysis, after the pre-market analysis, I'll just sit down and watch again, see if I can maybe find something, and then I saw this and it looked pretty clean. You see this sweep, you see the break, and if you go to the 5 minute, and that's the thing that I didn't like, because here we got the last low that led to that high, and then we got that break of structure. So we got a low, high, bearish break, lower high, and then lower low. So it was quite clean if you look at it from this perspective, but it wasn't a 5 minute. And if we zoom out, although we have this bear structure, high, or is it that one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. We get a high, a low, a lower high, and then a potential lower low. I was just not feeling it because of the 1 hour time frame, and we reach into that discount pricing for that bullish range, which is actually quite far away. So I don't know why. Just I should just follow this range now. This is too far away. But yeah, so that happened and I missed it, and I will break it down for you actually. So first thing first, what do we have on here? So let's start on the high time frame to look at, and we have this bearish range, and we took internal range liquidity here, and we know that we reached deep premium for that red range, and therefore we want to see lower pricing based on that red range. And we know we have this bullish blue range, but yeah. Although I want to see high. Although I want to see high pricing, I don't believe it yet. And if you go to the 50 minute, we can see that we sort of took internal range liquidity here, but more importantly, we came above here. And although we got bullish structure, we got a break, another break, and we got these highs here. We reach into premium pricing for this bearish range. We took a previous daily high on Monday, and then we started to form that bearish structure, which was not very clear to me. Then we can see that previous daily highs were still intact, previous daily lows are also still intact because of the news. There was no news, it was bank holiday. I think that's the reason why we stayed inside this range. There's a long trade as well, but let's focus on the short first. And then we can see we got that continuation. So simply drawn, it's like a high, low, a lower high, and a lower low. This is then a lower high, and then that continuation. So bearish structure there, lining up with the yellow structure from, or orange-ish, from this high down to this low, realignment over here, taking that high, no internal range liquidity here, so targeting external range liquidity. Actually take off this demand zone, but yeah, because that's giving too much options. Now let's leave it on for the breakdown. So we got that, then we got Asia high still being intact, but because we got that sweep, and we can see that sweep is actually an early seller move. So we got early sellers because we got a, there you go. Got this low, this low that led to a new high. Whoa, this low led to a new high. Then we can see that we broke below. Then we broke above, sweeping the early sellers, and then we get that move to the downside. So it's a nice strong supply zone, even a strong PY. There you go. A nice 5 minute fair value gap that sits inside. we reach into the 50% of that fair value of that supply zone. So we can go to the 1 minute and we can look for a 1 minute entry. And we can see on the way up, because that's where I want to see it. We have our early sellers. Why is it taking so long? So we can see this low that led to new high, taken out, bullish break. Final thing again, this feed changed because before this wasn't the break. The break was over here. These were just equals. That's why I placed it over here. But so I would place it over here as well. Now you can see 14. So actually your entry should be at 4. But if you try to minimize it a little bit, you get a nice at 8. And I think that's decent. And then you can see that we get the move to the downside, and it's actually a slow start, but then momentum kicks in, then slow. The uninformed trader would see this as a bullish supply zone, which is quite valid. If you zoom out again, you can see that there's liquidity to the upside as well, and we're following the bullish range. We broke above here after we reach back into discount for this range. Although this seems to be liquidity, so yeah. Needed for the long. But yeah, then you got that break, and it requires some patience. Hold up, there are too many screens open. But once we reach into that lower zone, we can see that liquidity build up over here. And then if we let it play, there you go. And beautiful 1 to 4. Now, for this trade, you take partial slightly early. Oh, it's actually at 1 to 4, so that's perfect to a T. I want to say at these lows you take your partials, but that's perfectly at 1 to 4, so that's your partial. And then with that idea of this range, your next target is down here. At least previous daily low. So that's down here. Because you want to target liquidity. That's a nice 1 to 969. Let's go. And 1 to 14, 1 to 18. So that's your next target. So that was the short that occurred. Now there was also a long trade, and that one was just I don't know, it was just before my time, but as I told you, I overslept a little bit because my alarm didn't go off. So I actually missed everything today. It's all right, you know. If you like get angry at yourself and talk negative, negative about yourself, it won't help you anyway. So it is what it is, you know. We can see our early buy is very intricate though, but early buy is nonetheless. And the entry is just before my entry time. But I think I was uploading the thing here anyway. Oh, I did catch a trade here, but that's a different strategy, so I won't explain that to you because it's kind of secret. But I did catch a trade here. It's a long trade. I can quickly show you though. There you go. It's a 1 to 2 trade. Something different. I won't go into that, but I did catch a trade today. Nice win. Then over here you can see the last load at to a high. Then you can either choose this one or this one. I would just take this one because we're going for that 5 minute break, which is not visible if I'm correct. So it's not really visible here. This is this point. So slow today. What is this? I need to update my thing as well. Let me close some screens. Now I have to leave this one open. Oh, let me close MetaTrader. Maybe that helps. I think that will help. Yeah, there you go. So then this is your break, and you can see that there's some nice areas in here. But more importantly, we have this nice value gap again. And actually, I think it's here. Right, sell mode. I don't know. Oh, it's this one. Buy, sell, summation. But so over here, you have your early buyers. Sorry. Let me zoom out one more time. Asia low is taken. Tap into that demand zone, not into the 50%. So actually 1 minute entry is not really valid. You can class this 5 minute break though. It's just quite intricate. And then you get your entry from here. So that will be 6676 would be over here. Now again, if you try to play with it a little bit, let's say 7.3. This time you don't get that much. 3.4, 3.9, and again, you just target that liquidity up there. I would go for this one because it is that bearish range, and especially if you get this one on, maybe even this one, 1 to 3, take 80%, leave the rest to 1 to 4. You can also go for 1 to 4, target is for value, get 1 to 3.8. But at this point, here's where you really gotta take partials, man. Come on. Well, we know what happened. Of course. You can also say, okay, we took Asia lows, now we're gonna take Asia highs, but still, then even before Asia highs, you take your partials at 1 to 4, because that's in my plan. And yeah, it doesn't reach 1 to 5. It doesn't even reach 1 to 5 at Asia highs. So yeah, so that will be for me if I took it. So nice setups this morning. Actually, this one was a bit intricate. This one was cleaner, if you ask me, but I had no confidence. And yes, we get paid to try, but I was just not feeling it. It is what it is, you know. I can beat myself up about it, but that won't help me. Yes, I didn't let the probabilities play out, but it is what it is, you know. So back tomorrow, new chances. Now, then we have the New York session. So this is London, building up that liquidity, pushing it through. But what's there? Is there a long? What's there? What's this? Oh, recipe. Oh, sorry. I'll get distracted. Yeah. So we can see bearish structure. Early buyers. Very interested again. Breaking above this high, let's say low, bullish break over here. And you can see the reaction from this. One. this one. It would be this one or this one. And then the long comes from, so this would be, if you take the order block, 3.8. And I'm doing this on purpose because you don't even reach 1 to 3 with the order block. Now, if you would take this one, let's see, it will be 4564. A little bit better entry. Again, if you give it a little slip, so somewhere over here, but your stop loss would be way bigger because it will be all the way down here. But that's just not it. There's no entry here for longs. This is also the dead zone, so I don't know why you would like to trade that. Well, time or price doesn't know time, but still. And then this is just sideways PA, and I'm not gonna going into this. Yeah, we got some early buyers here. Why is it so slow? It takes so much time. By the way, if any of you guys going to the meetup on Saturday, Sunday, or is it Friday, Saturday? I don't know. I'm there on Friday. Hit me up. I'll be there as well. Early buyers. Taking out. First break. It's just not it, bro. 38, 48. That's just not it. But we got some nice liquidity building up here right now, so that's good. Nothing there in New York, really. Yeah, there's some shorts here, but actually, hold up. Late shorts. Into range liquidity taken. I don't know if I can count this as premium pricing because there's no liquidity taken, so it's a bit of a trick play, but you can see that this return is just not a good return as doesn't take into range liquidity. This one does take into range liquidity. There you can look for shorts. Now, in addition to that, we can see that we have a nice POI sitting over here. We don't tap into any. No, yeah, we got a 50-minute POI. More importantly, we have 50-minute for value gap, no supply zone, unfortunately. So nothing really there. Can do it as liquidity play though. Now we gotta wait 1 hour to get to the 1-minute chart. Damn, this is taking long. Finally. Patience, patience, patience. And there's no entry. Actually, no, that's way too big. So if you go to the 1-minute, you would take this one, so it doesn't get tapped. Otherwise, you would take this one. That's way too far as well. And there's just nothing there. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Going back to the 50. Oh, that was fast. Nice. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Now let's clean this up for tomorrow, so we have more clarity. And we got previous daily highs up here. Previous daily lows down here. Unless we went down. Oh. All right, so not yet. if I were to follow the structure, where would I short from? Over here. So my supply zone. Don't think I'm gonna play that. Now GU, can see there were some. Let's go into GU. So GU, unlike EU, where we reach bullish area and continue down, GU actually continued up. Thank you. Deeper into the 4-hour supply zone. Nice. Taking out more internal range liquidity. Interesting. I haven't looked at GU at all today. And we can actually see the long setup. We got a bit. It's a hard one though, because I don't think we reach into discount pricing. Oh, we do. Nice. Okay. So we got this. Sports on. Interesting. Got one here as well. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right. 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 Okay. Anyway, so knowing that we tapped into the discount here, then we have this realignment. So we get a high, low, lower, high, low, low, bullish break. Return to discount. You can see that we start to respect bullish order flow. Like 15-minute PY over here. Now, if we go to the 5-minute, it will probably show more. Followed by equals, or is it a nice liquidity grab? Perfect equals, so that's annoying. But we reached back. Then another realignment here. Then respecting this one here. So structure and order flow bullish. Realignment. Got previous daily highs up here. We zoom out, we know that we have reached into discount pricing. We're looking for higher highs because there's not much internal range liquidity to take. Price reacts from this 15-minute PY. To the upside. That one moved again, probably. Looks like it, yeah. And then got Asia high taken, so another realignment. We have a low high, low, bullish break, higher low, higher high. Now we have this supply zone on the 15-minute. Will be more visible. There we go. And maybe on the 5-minute, no, it's not there. Give that nice sweep. And now here we can look for an entry. And that's not that clean though. So direct entry is nice. On the 5-minute, if you just take it from here, you could class this as your early buyers. Sorry, a bit ugly, but you get what I mean. Because you break above here, so early buyers taken out, then bullish break. And you can take it from that 5 minute fair value gap. Hmm. And then that will be your long trade. But and then over here you have continuation. And the shorts are not really there, just continuation. So GU, not the cleanest either. Now, one thing you can do real quick, which is very important, is go back to EU. And the short was from here. So let's look at why I didn't take it short as well. Look at that 1 hour candle. This was a big reason for me to not take it short. It was so strong. It was so strong. Now, if you get to the 5 minute, you can see that. Yeah. You got that slow down, but I just don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Then 50 minute wise, quite strong as well. But you can see that immediate turnaround and that this one. He's quite a wick here, but it was just to let me zoom in. You can see that wick here. But it was just to induce buyers into the market because they might think that this is a bullish break with this one. Asia highs above that one will be taken out. Now for the for the long trade, not much. It's not indicating that we're gonna slow down here. It's just it is what it is. This one was not really didn't have price behavior on our side with that one. Now for the GU long trade. Yeah. 1 hour push. That 50 minute leaves that wick. Or that 1 hour. Can see that slow down. 1, 2, 3 candles up and then 1, 2, 3 candles down, but half the distance. Done this correctional push up to new sellers. Down, taking out some liquidity, continuation up. Now was DXY on our side for the longs on EU? Yeah, for sure. For the shorts, we broke below Asia here, and we didn't do that on EU. So liquidity was taken, so DXY was moving the other way around, which was quite nice. And we can see that we moved down on DXY, and we also moved down on EU. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Now we're moving up, of course, but we can see that we moved down. This was a long trade on EU. That was quite valid as well. Taking that liquidity here, we got equals internal range liquidity take a 50-minute POI order flow for an order flow POI move down. That will now be taken out. Yeah, so the XY was lining up quite well, quite nice as well. Just not for those shorts. I don't get why we got a short move here. Because that was this long move. Yeah, that's understandable. But then we get the short on the XY as well as short on EU, but now we get because see the XY moving up, the EU moving down. So mainly because of bank holiday, it was just shitty price section. But tomorrow we have a lot of news. I think there was something all day long. OPEC. What's that? Oil. All right, interesting. Twice per year. Sorry. Hmm. All right, that's it, guys. Yeah, I'm ending it here. The recap of today covered high time frame candles, covered trades, ranges a little bit, things I missed, things that were possible. Yeah, catch you guys on the pre-market analysis, and this time I will be on time. Hopefully, I will set my alarm, so I will be on time. Peace out. Uploading in 10